Hey everybody, Joe Grushkin from the National Association of Local Businesses, and I am thrilled to bring you our featured local business, Joe M. Turner of Turner Magic and Keynotes. And Joe is a corporate speaker and entertainer, and he is really a great magician that's going to share with us some great stuff. And I'm sure you're all going to love this interview. So Joe, welcome and congratulations on being a featured business with the National Association of Local Businesses.
Joe, great. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here and to be featured. Thank you.
Great. Well, Joe, tell us a little bit about your background before we go into your business.
Oh, well, I live outside Atlanta. I'm a Southern boy. I grew up in Mississippi, went to Mississippi State, studied to be a physics teacher. Then I went into musical theater. Then I went into management consulting, where I was for a number of years. And then I became a full-time speaker and entertainer. So I have pretty eclectic background and married 25 years this year, two kids, one out of college and one finishing high school. So that
Awesome.
is the nutshell version of Joe.
So you went to school for one thing and did something completely, the musical theater to management consulting.
Well, physics,
Physics.
musical theater,
Yeah.
management consulting.
So it
So
was this sounds like an interesting progression. Your dad must have loved that one, huh?
well, and all I went to school on a full scholarship, so there were no
Okay.
complaints when I was
Yeah.
exploring the university. But I have a very eclectic background. It's sort of been a theme of my life that I'm interested in a really strange collection of diverse things, but I think it makes for a robust and textured life, and it's
Absolutely.
all come to help me in my speaking. So
And
it's
in
great.
your consulting and speaking, that really can be an asset. So tell us about the consulting and the speaking and the magic, of course.
Well, I magic was a childhood hobby. It kind of came back into my life when I was in my 20s, late 20s, almost 30. And I had left the consulting firm and was working at Bank of America in the corporate office here in Atlanta for a while. And they wanted me to move to Charlotte. They were changing the team that I was on here, and it wasn't going to exist in the same way. And I didn't want to go. We loved our house, our neighborhood, and everything, the church we were at. So I had been doing magic part time for fun on nights and weekends at that point. And I said, well, I'll just do that for a while until I figure out what I'm going to do next. And it just sort of took over my life. And I started doing what I had been doing, which is close up magic for corporate receptions and cocktail parties and networking events and so forth, and added an after dinner show and some more stage kinds of things and started doing that. Well, it took very little time before my clients started asking me to use the magic to set up a specific theme, or can you set the table for a conversation about this, or can you say something about sales, so as they learned about my background in training and change management and business, they really started asking me to use magic to deliver more messages. And
I
that's
got,
when the
I,
speaking side started
I
to
got,
come into my business.
I gotta ask. I gotta see some magic.
Uh, okay, I rarely go anywhere without a pack of cards.
Okay.
And
All right.
the thing is, with on video, people will always say, well, maybe they set something up. So I just have to get you to swear to secrecy.
Oh,
You and I
oh,
did
I
not
swear to,
arrange.
nothing was prearranged.
Oh,
I'm a stooge in this. Just a stooge.
well, no, you're not a stooge. Absolutely.
I'm not a shill. I'm not a shill. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're not a shill at all.
Yeah.
I do have a pack of cards here. I'd like you to name a random playing card, any card in a deck of cards.
Four of clubs.
Is there any way I could have known you were going to say the four of clubs?
No,
No.
there's no way.
Okay.
We did not talk about this beforehand.
I'm just going to take the deck of cards
Okay.
out of the box, no shuffle, no cut. We'll just give it a snap, and one card jumps to the top, and it's
Nope.
you said four of clubs.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been great if that was the four of clubs. How about now?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It takes me back to being 5 years old and being just totally amazed. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, that is part of what I bring to the world and to the marketplace in my speaking and in my performance. Obviously, as an entertainer, that part of my business, I love just going out and doing magic just for fun. Still at the corporate meetings or after dinner or on cruise ships or at colleges and universities. Those just magic for its own sake is great. I love magic because it is the art form that teaches us that something doesn't have to be possible in order to be experienced. And I think that's a beautiful thing. But the other part of my business is uh, showing organizations, corporations, associations, other businesses, how lessons from magic and the world of the theater are relevant to the way they tell their own stories and deliver their own experiences to their audiences of customers, clients, employees, members of their clubs, whatever it may be. And that idea that you just said, it takes you back to that wonder, that amazement. That is a powerful thing. That's powerful for salespeople. That's powerful for people who are doing any kind of branding or marketing. It's powerful for leaders who are trying to get people to buy in, to understand this moment of amazement that just captivates attention, makes people think, that's awesome. We should totally do that.
Right.
That moment of amazement where it's a moment where defenses that we normally put up fall away. In sales, we talk about a pattern interrupt, which means that some of the things they're normally used to throwing at you in terms of objection, we've kind of overcome that. Well, that applies. I mean, that's a theatrical concept. That's a sales concept. It's a communication concept.
Joe, what you do also demonstrates what practice and hard work can be, could make you stand out. And anybody could be a corporate trainer, with experience and knowledge, anybody, but not anybody could be a corporate trainer and use magic as that reference point. So
Well,
congratulations on that.
thank you.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons we wanted you to be one of our featured businesses. And it's very exciting to have you here. Joe, I know you do online virtual shows now, correct? And they can be found on your website.
Yep,
Uh, do you have a special offer you'd like to offer
I
anybody who
do.
sees the video?
Well, certainly 2020 taught us all to do things differently and rise to challenges. So I launched an online virtual show using Zoom as my stage, as my theater. I launched it in April. My show was recommended in the New York Times in May, and I'm now doing it monthly. My November 2020 performance is coming up on Sunday, November the 15th. And if you use the promo code NAOLB, then you'll get 50% off your ticket. And it's only one
Awesome.
ticket per household. So, and that'll be good ongoing. I'm not doing a public show in December, but I'll pick them back up again next year. So always check the website. And if I have a show going, then that code will get you half off.
Awesome. That's great for our members and for our consumers. And most importantly, it's great for you because it'll expand your audience. And we really appreciate you sharing that with the audience.
Yeah.
So Joe M. Turner, entertainer and speaker, thank you so much for being one of our featured local businesses. Okay, my name is Joe Grushkin. I am the founder of the National Association of Local Businesses, and we offer over 100 top quality products and services, all at discounted pricing, normally reserved for much larger companies. Through our collective buying power, we help local businesses be more profitable, productive, and promoted to more local consumers. Joe Turner, thank you for being here and being one of our featured businesses. I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great day.